Welcome to the third lesson in session 1 on the distributive property and combining like terms. In the first couple of lessons, we learned what it meant to evaluate expressions. In this lesson, we will learn how to use the distributive property and combining like terms to simplify an expression. The distributive property is employed when multiplying a number by a quantity with multiple terms. So for all real numbers a, b, and c, a times the quantity of b plus c is equal to a times b plus a times c. As you see, the number being multiplied, a, has to be multiplied by every term inside the quantity, b and c. Since multiplication is commutative, the location of the number will not affect the outcome. In our first example, 5 is being multiplied by the quantity of x plus 4. Evaluating the expression is impossible without a value for x, so all we can do is use this distributive property to make the expression as simple as possible. 5 will get multiplied by each term in the quantity and give us an answer of 5x plus 20. Notice in the second example the number is expressed on the right side of the quantity. As previously stated, this will not have any effect on the outcome. 7x will get multiplied by each term in the quantity of x to the second power minus 1. The product is 7x to the second power minus 7x. The second step in simplifying expressions is to combine like terms. Like terms have the exact same variable with the exact same exponent. Combining like terms only applies to addition and subtraction and excludes multiplication and division. We can multiply and divide anything, but we can only add and subtract terms that are like. When combining like terms, all we do is add and subtract the coefficients of the like terms. The variable and exponent will remain the same. The first example has 4 terms: 3x to the second power, 4y, negative 5x to the second power, and y. There are 2 sets of like terms in this problem. There are 2 terms that contain the variable and exponent of x to the second power, and 2 terms that contain the variable and exponent y. When we combine the coefficients, 3 and negative 5 give us negative 2x to the second power, and 4 and 1 combine to 5y. Notice the variables and exponents didn't change. All we did is combine the coefficients of the like terms. In the second example, we have to use the distributive property to break down the parentheses and put us in a position to combine our like terms. Distributing the 2 into the first quantity produces 2a to the second power plus 2b. Distributing negative 3 into the second quantity gives us negative 6a to the second power plus 12b. Now we see there are only 2 terms that are like in this expression, and they are the terms that contain a to the second power. Combining 2 and negative 6 gives us our answer of negative 4a to the second power plus 12a plus 2b. It can be difficult for algebra learners to accept answers that contain multiple terms. It is important to provide thorough explanations using the proper academic language to enforce this concept. To earn credit for completing this lesson, you need to successfully complete the quiz. Good luck!